It's Friday. Can you believe it? TGIF. Oh my god, it's Friday. Isn't that awesome? Okay, well, I have a few pieces of news to tell you and some things to share with you. First off, I'm going to share with you that this weekend is my birthday. I know, I posted it, but I just had to say it again. My birthday is October 10th, which is Sunday. Woo woo, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, I'm not gonna hide it. Why should I? I'm turning 32. 32, can you believe it? And I still feel young. I'm only as old as how I want to feel. But anyway, it also is our Thanksgiving weekend, which is Monday is Thanksgiving, which Julia has off, which is really cool. So if you can look straight behind me on the top of my mantle, you'll see a pink and a blue card. Well, the first card is from my dad, my stepdad. And in the card were 2 scratch tickets. And I think I won $8. And what I'm going to do is get another scratch ticket and then keep the other half the money. That's how I like to play. If I win, okay, well, let's just say I won $20. I'd spend 10 and keep 10, you know what I mean? Or spend like 5 and then keep the other. You know? I think that's fair. And the blue card is from Angela, who I went to college with. Alright, you're thinking, okay, yeah, I went to college. I went to college twice. But let me tell you about my college experience. I went to a college called okay, I was going to tell you the name of my program before I told you the name of the college. How could I be so silly? I went to a college called George Brown College, and it's the city college in Toronto, Ontario, and I went to a program that was called College Vocational, and it is a designed program for students with learning disabilities and all sorts of different disabilities to go to this program. Now, okay, you're probably wondering what college vocational is. If you think you know what college vocational means, in the description box down below, leave your answer and let me know what you think. What it is we have computers, we have phys ed, we have math, we have communication skills, life skills. We also have interviews, learning how to do an interview, how to do resumes, how to handle situations in a workforce. Like if you're in a job and someone sexually harasses you or abuses you and whatnot, how to handle yourself in those type of situations. And I was just very fortunate and lucky to go there. I graduated June 1997 from high school, and 1997, that September, I started attending George Brown College, which I was like, when I went for the test to find out if I got accepted, it was awesome. I loved where the city had located George Brown. It was not very far from the Eaton Center. It was just a well laid out school. It was really cool, and it had a Burger King in the food court part, and it was just really cool. And I just like the look of the school, and I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I also applied to Seneca College that had the same program, but the program with Seneca was you got homework and it was a 2-year program. George Brown offered it with very little, if not all, homework, and you didn't really need anything except a binder and paper. You didn't really need books, so that was a plus. And the program was only a year. It turned out that I ended up graduating with honors, which I was really surprised, and I never thought that it could happen, but I'm so glad that it did. Although it was a jaunt from here to Toronto, it took me about an hour and a half. It was well worth it for the whole year, and I'm glad that I did. The second time I went to college, I was going for the early childhood assistant program. Everything was a little bit different. It was a little harder for me. I tried to get help. I did get all my papers from high school and all my information, and went to the office that deals with people with disabilities. And I was able to get a tutor, which I didn't have to pay for, which was really good. I also was able to be pulled out and have somebody read test questions to me and write my answers for me. I also had someone that took notes, where we had double paper. I would give it to the person that was taking the notes, and then the top copy would be theirs and the bottom copy would be mine. So it wasn't as easy as going to George Brown, because the program at George Brown was modified, and going to Sheridan College here in Brampton, which was local, it was more like standard regular college. So I tried to apply to see if I could qualify for a helper that would go with me to classes and I would work with, but I didn't qualify for that, so that sucked. So unfortunately, I didn't graduate. I failed my last placement. I'm a very shy person, so it all depends who I'm working with, if I feel comfortable or not, how well I'm going to do. And I've told people that if you have a teacher that's really cool, down to earth, you really enjoy the class, you're going to do really well. But if you have a teacher that you don't seem to see eye to eye with, or you just don't get that vibe from them, you're not going to do so well. One class, I just failed it because I didn't like the teacher, and I just didn't care for it. So, yeah. So surprisingly, our weather is sitting at 23 right now, 23 Celsius. Okay, some of you are probably wondering about our weather, because I've had questions. Well, I had one question from someone who doesn't understand our weather here. Okay, anything that is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and up, it's really nice. So it, surprisingly for fall, this is really nice weather. Now, the weather for the weekend is supposed to be really nice. I've got to get that phone. Sorry about that. I'll be back.